Hey, howdy-yo, everyone! Lawson here, back in action for more pitting against each other attraction. That's right, we're playing the Great Ace Attorney 2, Resolve. And we're trying to help our Nipponese friend, because they've all declared guilty, and honestly, it's kind of getting real close to him kind of going to jail forever. Thankfully, a wonderful rich lady understands that the person that is the victim is not so honorable indeed. And that means it's time to pit these two against each other.
Objection!
These two statements clearly contradict each other. Good gracious! To whose statements do you refer, Consul? Juror number 1. What are you yelling about, lad? I presume you've heard juror number 4's statement, made by the wife of the owner of Almond Gas? Well, yes. The victim, who you claim to be Noble's straight-up man, in fact, turns out to be a common thief. So the good lady says there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard them say as much. It's true. We don't have evidence as such just yet. But the claims aren't baseless, you know. What? You heard me, seeing as his operation has already been compromised. I will suggest the court hears testimony from our East End branch office employee over there. I'll do whatever you say, my lady. Gas man's order. Juror number 1, you say you're a man of your word. I could show that Mr. Shamspeare was a liar. You assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt. Yes, I did say that. As a man of honor, I'll hold on to it, as I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will. Me? Oh, well, yes. Now that you've found out the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to consider the matter further. Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what you've all been saying. So that means you'll recap a few points. That would suit me down to the ground. Oh no, I'm not having any part of this. I want this trial over and done with. In that case, I shall change my leaning. Oh, Mr. William Shamspeare, this is your real name. We, the jury, demand to know exactly what kind of man you really are. Got his ass. Got his ass good. That's 4 jurors? 4 for not guilty? Yes, Mr. Donato. Victory! Let's go! Ow! Order, order! Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. The result of the defendant's summation examination, the jury's leaning has changed. Now only 2 jurors say guilty, whilst 4 say not guilty. I therefore declare this court to be the state of discord, and order the trial to continue. We did it. You have spoilt the banquet, Mr. Shamspeare. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim. But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. So God mend me, I do swear. This gasman speaketh that which concerns me most. Naught but gas, naught but thin air. Aye, it burn bright a while, but it hath no substance. It doth reek foul. Oh, what do you say? Do I take it, Mr. Shamspeare? You deny the allegations of gas thievery? Most heartily, my lord. Hast thou forgotten? I am as a seraphim, an angel. Noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart. Oh, you flurry mouth, pompous ping-pong, just 'cause I haven't got the evidence yet. Mr. Shamspeare, if, in fact, you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should not have no sway in this courtroom. It is my considered opinion. At the present time, no other culprits of this crime has been identified. All testimony heard by court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case. No. However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concerns over the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for this court not to pursue the point further.
Objection!
I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas and this case are unrelated. Juror number 4. Yes? Didn't you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him? That's right. We do. Don't we, worker? Absolutely, Lady Quibble. Gasman's honor. Very well then, we will hear your testimony now. We'll tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shamspeare, is stealing gas. Yes, my lord, it'll be my pleasure. On the Oldman gases... If I may, my lord. Go ahead, madame. This worker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take the stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if you wouldn't mind. Wahoo! Oh, yeah! Sweet as honey! Yeah! 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 Very well. As an exception, I shall honor your request. Thank you, my lord. You wait till the boss gives you earful. Oh, that's gonna sting. You mark my words. So you'll both testify before the court on the subject of the illegal consumption of the Oldmont Gas Company's fuel. Yes. Is that clear, my good man? Clear as Oldmont gas, my lady. Which is the clearest in the world. Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Mrs. Sato? I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Naruto. It be that way sometimes. But I'll be real. I'll be real. I get it. Look at her. I get it. I get it. I get it. Proud to be a company's East End branch investigator. And meter money. Oldman gas meters, except, trim penny pets. Each coin giving customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. And yet the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though the collection agent has the only key. Somehow he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not leaving, what is? Pray forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn my hollowed chalice. What do you mean by the remark, Lord Von Zeeks? Did the mustache Nipponese poison the gaggling excuse for an actor? Or didn't he? That is all that should concern this court. Yet now we must listen to this Florence. Play what separates the vast British Empire and your Eastern Island nation is more than geographical distance. But this could turn out to be Crucial's testimony. The cross-examination must go on. Do what you want. Lord Van Zeeks appears to be in a violent mood. Yes, he does. Attempted poisoning and an incident of gas theft with no supporting evidence. It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance. I wonder. Truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places. The first step in uncovering it would be to establish just who and what this man really is. Solomon Gas Company's investigation. Proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Okay, it certainly seems like he is. Accepts turn pennies, each coins given customers. Let's learn a little more about this part. All London houses have a gas supply are fitted with these gas meters, are they? They're the latest model, the height of technology, developed by our company, Almond Gas. And anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters in their property. Yes. So for 3 pence, a coin gives 2 hours of gas. Most people would use those 3 coins in the night. A bit more than usual, if they have both gas lights and a gas stove, that is. Think about it. Zuki-san didn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he? Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating. Yes, I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room, actually. How does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company? Every 3 days, gas men will, like me, visit properties on the gas supply and empty the meters of coins. I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company an awful lot of money. But happily, it did put a stop to people not paying their dues. For the most part. Because they have to pay in advance, you mean? Yes, exactly. Okay. Not a single coin in it. Hold it! Out of interest, how long has this been going on? Weeks and weeks. He's been pitching gas off us for ages. And you've examined the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room, I take it. Naturally. We took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb. Found nothing suspicious at all, I presume. No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible lock. The Shamspeare Special. Sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3 penny pieces. But even after all that, the rascal's meter's still empty. I'll never forget the humiliation. I opened the money box and found it bare. You what? I said, you what? A look at his face, the smarmy smile of his. Pulled the meter straight off the wall and took it back to the office. But you know what? Nothing. Not a trace of it being jimmied, open anywhere. Not a single sign. And what's more happening to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day, that's what. Life-threatening situation in a number of ways. Incidentally, what became of that meter? Nothing became of it. Still got it. Oh. Right here. No wonder they call you Meter Man. I think he would be prudent for the court to request this item while the trial is ongoing. Oh, we're gonna have to look at that shit. We're gonna absolutely have to. Definitely. So, let's look at it really quick. Oh? Oh, what? You spotted something, Mr. Naruto. Just here. There's a little hole. Do you see it? Goodness, you're right. I wouldn't have noticed. Not a very neat hole, is it? Not professionally made, I'd say. So you think it may have been opened up by Mr. Shamspear? Possibly. Seems the people at Olmec Gas must have missed it. Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through the, to the inside. Yes. There's no way a coin could fit through there. It's true, but even so, it's more than a little suspicious. Okay. Why was there a tiny hole here? How could I please? Because this is gonna be. There we go. That doesn't matter, but this. It's a very sturdy looking padlock, isn't it? The money box is sealed with beeswax too. So if Mr. Shlums were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately. Mrs. Naruto, mischief of that kind is not the sort of thing that Mr. Shlums would... No, you didn't finish that sentence, don't you? Well, anyway, it's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money that's rightfully theirs. It does feel a little over the top, perhaps, doesn't it? It does. Well, there's something up with the gas company too, but I don't know what. What is this? Nothing? Nothing? Ain't nothing here? Oh, we kind of got the lock there. Looks like we got everything that we need from that specifically. Though at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it. Let's move this along, shall we? Continue with your testimony. Though I would say it has as much value as the contents of that meter. Oof. Doesn't appear to be tampered with, though the collection agent has only key. Let's talk a little more about this. I think this is the part where it is. There's only one key for all the meters? Well, in truth, there's another key in the company vault at our main office. But even if someone had somehow managed to get hold of that key, we know that the coin box had been opened. Oh? How? I came up with a rather clever way to expose any little shenanigans, as it happens. Would you care to explain? Well, now, in order to empty a meter, you have to unlock the padlock and remove the cover. When I close the cover again, I stick a little beeswax seal on it. You see? A seal? Like the sort of thing you put on an envelope, you mean? Something like that, yes. Basically, you can't remove the cover again without breaking the seal. But now in the case of Mr. Shamspear's meter, there were no coins inside at all, as I said. But the seal hadn't been broken either. That would mean Mr. Shamspear someone managed to steal coins from inside the meter without opening it? It seems so, but that would be impossible. Or would it? Without paying a penny. Alright, so let's... It has been tampered with, actually. Y'all just didn't see it. But this... Lady Almond, I'm afraid to say that this meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with. What? Get away! I've been over and over that thing. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it. In that case, what do you have to say about the small hole that's been made at the base of the coin box? Oh? What? All right. You're quite right. There is a little hole there. The meters aren't supposed to have that. None of the others do. In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shamspear secretly opened this hole himself. Yes, I wouldn't be at all surprised. But why? Yeah, why? It is time. You're gonna get a fighting through that bit? Lady Almond, I wonder if you could give the court some more details about your meter design. What sort of details? Well, what I specifically like to know is... yeah, how it differentiates coins. How does the meter tell the difference between different coins? What do you mean? Well, for example, if someone were to put in a 1-penny coin, that wouldn't work presumably, would it? No, of course not. So, well, how does the meter know that the coin it's been fed is a Trump penny coin? Ah, I see what you're getting at now. The meter tells coins apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness. A Trump penny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see. Other coins just won't fit. Ah, I see. Clearly been very well thought out. Witness will amend her formal testimony with that information in case of its impediment. As you wish, my lord. Diameter thickness of a true penny bit. Nothing else will fit. Oh, you know what it is? He's been making it out of the soap. He's been making it out of the soap. Oh my goodness. So look, watch. This right here, if we look at it, here, boom. Yeah, there's a circular depression on the side about 2 centimeters across. 3/4 of an inch! 3/4 of an inch! So you put something small in it, and you would get to it. Ooh! It's really clever, actually. Really, really clever. And a reddish medallion. So he's been making shit. Okay. So it's a good thing that we got it again because there was quote-unquote more information there.